Ho, ho, ho. What up, what up, what up? It's yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. My annual Christmas giveaway is on the way. Last year we did it on YouTube. This year we're going to do it on my Instagram account. So if you want to win AirPods, gift cards, and a lot of other stuff, you want to make sure you're following me on Instagram at Mr. TALIAFERRO. You're in the running to potentially win some AirPods and a lot of cool gifts this holiday season. Enjoy the video. What's going on? It's yours truly. Just say it with me. They call me Mr. TALIAFERRO. How's everybody doing out there? Now, since we lost the great Nipsey Hussle, there have just been a lot of instances from two of the West Coast's finest that I'm just gonna be real. A lot of people, a lot of fans, people close to Nipsey, they're calling it clout chasing. The Game and his manager Wack 100 have just been in these very, very unique instances revolving around Nipsey Hussle that have people just kind of questioning their motives. Real quick, I want to show the Game some love. He got a new album out in the atmosphere, Born to Rap. He claims this is his last album. He's claiming he was retiring after this one. So please show the Game some love. Check out his new album, Born to Rap, in stores right now. Now back to this video. So since Nipsey Hussle passed, we've seen the Game create a prolific records. He did the tribute to Nipsey Hussle every day for like a month. I was fine with it. That was a man mourning the loss of his friend, right? A West Coast homie of his, a rap colleague of his. He was upset at what had happened to his friend, and he was posting about it. Now, with the prolific records label that the Game has since created, I looked at it like, I could see why somebody would be upset at that. The Game claimed that he got that cleared from the people that mattered to Nipsey Hussle the most. So he claimed there was no issues from Nipsey's camp on him using the word prolific. It was Nipsey Hussle, right? That was the word to describe Nipsey Hussle, prolific. He used it time and time again. People were looking at him funny. I was just like, all right, bro, it is what it is. This is what the Game want to do. Then the Game went and got braids, and people were like, yo, is this dude trying to look like Nipsey Hussle now? I was like, all right, I think y'all reaching. But then there's Wack 100, the Game's manager. All right, now Wack 100 to me has said some pretty tasteless comments about Nipsey since he's passed away. We've seen Wack 100 call out radio stations for playing Nipsey's music since he passed away, calling it fake love. We've seen Wack 100 say Nipsey wasn't a legend. In an interview with Adam No Jumper a few weeks ago when Blueface was there as well, that's Wack 100's artist, I even watched Wack 100 allude to Nipsey Hussle deserving what happened to him. He alluded to that in that interview with Adam No Jumper. And again, the man is not here to defend himself. It's just tasteless in all regards. Well, I think the most tasteless thing happened from Wack 100 as he was caught in the streets by TMZ the other day. In this interview, Wack 100 again was asked about Nipsey Hussle, and instead of just saying no comment, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, I want to show y'all the response that Wack 100 gave TMZ when he was asked, was Nipsey Hussle a legend? Wack said, what's a legend? Define a legend. Let's keep it real. If Dr. Dre died right now, we would say we lost a legend based upon what? Numbers, right? Body of work. How many albums did Nipsey drop? One album? This is not no personal shit I'm talking about. This is just some real shit. We have to define what the fuck a legend is. The truth could never be defined as disrespect. If it means that you're lying to you motherfucking self, that's like a motherfucker saying, hey, Wack, you a little short motherfucker, and I get mad. That's the truth. So what Wack 100 is saying, I want to preface my comments by giving my honest truth, all right? I am not a person that listened to Nipsey Hussle while he was here. I just want to put that out in the atmosphere. Now, I love his album since he passed away. Could you call me fake for that? Yes, you could. I wasn't a Nipsey Hussle fan. His music wasn't reaching me. I'm a down south guy. I just wasn't listening to Nipsey Hussle like that. It is what it is. After he's passed away, the more I've heard his music, and this happens a lot, unfortunately, the more his music sticks to me. Those lyrics hit differently, and I've now become a Nipsey Hussle fan post-mortem, right? It just is what it is. What Wack 100 is saying, that Nipsey Hussle is not a legend, I get what he means. But I want to be clear when I make these comments. Tupac and Biggie, though they were well on their way to becoming rap legends, let's call a spade, these dudes have become mythical creatures, really, right? Since they both passed away, God rest the dead, them passing away just leaves that what if that leaves them in that legend catalog. Imagine if LeBron James started his NBA career in the first 3 years, he won 3 rings and retired from the game of basketball. We would call him a legend, and many people would say he's the greatest of all time because of that what if factor. Like if LeBron would have played, he would have won 10. That's why people give it up to Mike. It's because Mike won 3 rings, came back and won 3 more, then he left the game again. It's like if Mike would have played, he would have had 8, 9, or 10, right? If LeBron would have won his first 3 rings in his first 3 years, you'd say he's the greatest of all time. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But because LeBron has played and we've seen LeBron fail, I mean, obviously some people think he's the GOAT, some people don't. In regards to Tupac and Biggie, we never saw flaws because we've seen only great of them. Now, one could assume that these would have been 2 of, if not the 2 greatest of all time rappers if they hadn't had their untimely demise, but it's a lot of assumption. To me, Nipsey Hussle is now in that legendary realm. Is it because of rap? 100% no. It's a part of it, but I think Nipsey Hussle's legacy and what people seen after he died, I think it just brought eyes to what this man was doing. He could have been a legend already, but we wasn't paying attention. There's a lot of people around that could be legends right now. You probably got a legend in your city. Where you from right now? He worked with the kids in the community every day, right? He's got a community center. He makes sure the kids stay out the streets. That's a legend. If he passes away, he will be honored. But while he's living, I feel like you take it for granted. You got a cafeteria worker. She always sneak you the cookies every day. Matter of fact, she get you free lunch when you ain't have it. She do that with all the kids she know they ain't got it at school. That's a legend in your community, right? We ain't gonna honor her like we should, probably until she passes away, if that, right? I'm just saying, for Wack to say Nipsey's not a legend now, there are a lot of other people who died early that get a lot more respect put on their name after they pass, because it allows people to realize what we lost. Death does that. Again, if you want to say Nipsey wasn't a musical legend, I'm with that 100%. But I think what people are looking at with Nipsey Hussle is a guy who got killed in front of his store while he was trying to uplift his community. He was literally trying to buy back his hood from literally trying to do the right things, employ some of his people, and got killed in front of that store. So I think music is just a small percentage of the Nipsey Hussle legacy legend conversation. As a matter of fact, bro got nominated for a Grammy before he passed away. Remember that. I'm just saying, he was already starting to get some musical recognition. He just got killed too soon, right? And I want to leave you guys with this in regards to what Wack 100 is doing with Nipsey Hussle, as he continues to, instead of saying no comment, he continues to give what is his truth. It's his truth. I can't say if it's right or wrong. It's his truth about anything that he says. But is it in poor taste? I believe so. And I can only imagine, and I'm not wishing this on the game, but what if Wack 100's artist, The Game, passed away? Now, there will probably be more people out there that would say The Game is a musical legend than Nipsey Hussle. He has more bodies of work. He has, to me, more classic bodies of work than Nipsey Hussle. There are people out there that would say The Game's already a music legend, but there are some people out there that don't look at The Game as a music legend. There are people out there that don't look at The Game as a music legend, wouldn't have them on any top list out there, right? Now, what if someone said some of the things that Wack is saying about Nipsey after The Game passed away? Wack would be pissed as hell, ready to fight, ready to pull up on somebody. He would. This is the facts are the facts. If somebody came and did an interview, instead of saying no comment and rest in peace to The Game and all that, if they came with the same energy that he's coming at Nipsey Hussle with, Wack 100 would be pissed. I'll take it a step further than that. You see, Wack 100 wants us to keep it real about Nipsey Hussle and say he wasn't a legend while he was here. He's only a legend because he passed. But here's my thing, and I leave Wack 100 with this. Wack, if Nipsey was still here, and let's just say TMZ, Adam No Jumper, or somebody, or TALIAFERRO, let's say we randomly caught you in the street and asked you for an interview. I'm talking about if Nipsey was still living, and I asked you straight up and down, Wack 100, is Nipsey Hussle a legend? I'm talking about with Nipsey still living. I guarantee you, out of respect for Nipsey, Wack wouldn't have been like, no, he ain't no motherfucking legend. He would have been like, Nipsey Hussle doing his thing, salute to him. He got an album in the atmosphere right now that's popping off. He doing his thing. He making money. He got a beautiful queen. Those would be some of the remarks that Wack would be making. He wouldn't keep the energy that he's got now since Nipsey Hussle is no longer here with us. That's all I'm saying. So Wack, you could be potentially right that Nipsey Hussle wasn't a music legend. We'll never know. He was taken too soon from us. But we also have to tell the other side of that true, Wack. If Nipsey were still here, you wouldn't be keeping that same energy the way you're speaking about Nipsey. It would be more love than what you've shown since he's passed. It's my thoughts. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Has the game and or Wack 100 been disrespectful to Nipsey Hussle's legacy since he passed away? Talk to me, comment box below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.